Hello everyone, this is Shibalik Lahiri. I hope you all are doing well. I'm a student at the Department of Physics and I'm here to give you some pointers and tips on how to avail a research internship. So let me begin by stating which internships I have done. In total, I have done 3 internships. The first one was during my second year winters. It was in Russia under Dr. Oleg Kasanov. The second one was as a part of search programs held here at IIT Kanpur under Dr. Debabrata Goswami. And the third one, which I'm currently doing through work from home means, is under Dr. Airo Sinova at Johannes Gutenberg University in Germany. So let me talk about the basic skills, or so first let me talk about how to avail the research internships. There are two ways mainly. One is through programs and the second one is through apping. So let me talk about programs. So the program one, the procedure is simple enough. There are various programs you can, and there are instructions given on how to proceed and fill out the forms. So there are programs like DAAD, DART for Germany. There's programs like MyTax for Canada. There are programs like CIROP for Switzerland, SNPOS for United States, and there are even Indian programs like one is offered by ICTS Bangalore, one is offered by IISc Bangalore, TIFR Bangalore, and HRI Allahabad. So there are various programs. So you basically fill out a form, get appropriate LORs, and write out the SOP and a cover letter. I would enunciate on the SOP and cover letter later. So let me talk about the second method, that is apping. That's one of the most common method used. Apping basically means to send out applications. Sending out applications to professors around the world, be it on India or out of India. So the process is simple. You write down a mail, you attach your CV, and you send it to the professor. The mail acts as a cover letter and an SOP. So let me talk about these three things: mail, cover letter, and SOP. So what is SOP? It's statement of purpose. It's simple. If you have to write in an SOP, you have to write about what is the purpose of your internship, where are you going to do your internship, what are your interests, what are your future interests, what do you see from getting this after doing this internship, like want to get a doctoral in this field, or want to get be an R&D head in this field of in some company, the future, the vision that you feel for this field. And cover letter is basically why did you choose this field, why did you choose such institute. That describes your cover letter. The mail, it's pretty integrate, and you can be strategic about it. The mail structure is simple enough. It includes the reason, it includes a basic introduction, it includes the reason you are appealing to this professor, it includes your interest, it includes your entire CV, and it includes your closing remarks. This is the basic structure of the mail. Let me give you a tip on the mail. Or don't never attach your CV. Always put down a link. Put a CV in a drive link and all, because attached mails are usually ignored by people. But if a mail does not contain attachment, there's a good chance that the professor will see it. This is a small tip. So now let me tell you about how to build up a good research profile so that you have something to write in the mail and the cover letter. Statement of purpose you can write because you should have a purpose or your interest. But let me tell you how to build up a good research profile. So basically there are 3 ways. You have to develop your skills, and skills. That's the only thing. On how to develop your skills, there's again 3 ways. Do courseworks, read about them, or do projects. So let me enunciate on each one of them. Courseworks, there are various courses available here at IIT Kanpur: quantum mechanics, advanced quantum mechanics, general relativity, quantum field theory. Take it up as an open elective or a departmental elective. There are various courses. Do them. And if you do not get the opportunity to do them, don't be disappointed. Read about them. Come on, man. You can always read about it, and reading is better. You have free time. You do not have that pressure of end sem and mid sems. Just read about the coursework. Open up a book. There are various books. There are various video lectures online available on YouTube. And just there are various professors offering video lectures. There are various websites. Just contact me. I will tell you. Let me tell you some names itself here: V. Balakrishna, Frederick Schuller, Barton Zweig. These are the top 3 that I feel that I should mention in this video. So this is the second method. And the third method, which I feel is more important and adds a great depth to your profile, is doing projects under professors. So what does this project help do? This project tells about many things. First of all, it tells the other guy who is looking at your profile that you have a research experience. Second, you have a work attitude. Third, you have knowledge. It backs your skills. You just, like, suppose you have written Python and MATLAB or COMSOL, and in a project description you have written why written that you have simulated this and this using Python, so that it backs your skill of being a computational physicist and all. So projects has a great depth, and how to avail projects is simple. And another reason I would say project, because it also helps you get a great LOR from the professor. How to avail it? Simple. Just go knock on the door of the professor you are interested in. And how to find the professor you're interested in? Explore. Go look through research done in the field of physics or any field. If you're in mechanical, go look through the research done in. Then what interests you, what spikes up your brain neurons, and that's it. And find the appropriate faculty in the institute. Knock on his door and tell him that I want a project. For professor, you don't usually deny an opportunity, deny you. Sorry, the professor won't deny you. But even if he does, don't be dismal. Take it as an opportunity. Ask the professor why is he denying you. He will tell you that you lack something and fill in those gaps. What you lack. Read about them. Ask that you give him something to read so that next time you get to the professor and you get the project. And that's just it. So that's how you build a good research profile. Read, and the research profile is not only indicated in your CV, it is also indicated in your cover letter. You add these things, what you have read about, what you learned through these projects. Suppose you learned about an example that a Feynman diagram in physics through reading. Add it in your cover letter that I also know about a Feynman diagram. The professor will be really interested that this guy knows about Feynman diagram, a concept which is difficult for even graduate students. So let me answer some other questions that you have sent out. When to start applying for foreign research work at foreign universities? First of all, I would suggest that I usually start at around June if you want a summer intern, even for a winter, June, July. First, database it. I would also answer this question together: how to sort professors. So basically, database them. Find your interest, database it, create database it. And the interest should be less specific. It shouldn't be too specific like gravitational lensing. It should be less specific like research on relativity or cosmology or condensed matter or solid state. These kind of things should be not too specific, because if you go too specific, your your field is reduced. Only few professors are there. But if you're not too specific, there's a wide field to choose from and apply. And and mail them. I told you the structure of the mail earlier. If you need my mail, you can just ping me. I will send it to you. And there's another question that you asked: research internship possibilities in industry. It's definitely possible, but it's difficult. If you have contacts, then you can try. CERN offers, but it's really difficult. Then the thing is that they need physics students in industry, but the issue is that they need people with better skills. Like Google also offers internship, but it's for PhD students only. Then you can look through LinkedIn. You can search for LinkedIn. There will be various jobs for physics students, but the problem is they require PhD or MS students only. That's the problem. So it's difficult for a BS student to avail because of the skill level. And how to ask for LOR? Well, LOR is asked is simple. You just go to the professor you have done a course under, and not necessarily physics professor, because LOR tells about how sincere you are, how much studious you are, how much of a good student you are. This kind of thing. This doesn't necessarily come from the physics field only. You can go to any professor. I asked one of my LORs from my HSS department, another from my professor or my supervisor of my project. So it's simple. Go to a professor you have done a good course under and you got a good grade. Ask them for LOR. They will definitely write one if they are not too busy. The second LOR is from the supervisor that you have done project under, because the important thing is that he has guided you. He has seen you work. That's why he will write a more brilliant LOR. So as I said again and again, do projects. So another question that I seem to hear: how to build a good research profile. I already told you. And there's another thing I would like to point out: that always go look for the professor, not at the university. Don't be charmed by the university, because a great teacher is important rather than being at a great university, because the teacher will guide you. Teacher will make you understand and will increase your understanding. So I would always say, choose a teacher. What I used to do, that are the research paper that I read, I used to go through look through its citations, and the professor, the citations that are involved, and the professors who wrote the citation, I used to mail them too. That, because that's a really better way to connect with the field that I'm interested in. And also, other way to sort professors is to go open QS World Ranking, look through each university, open your particular department, and mail the professors directly. And Let me tell you about my work experience. First of all, on an overall note, work experience is brilliant. And what is actually done is basically you're given a research problem, a problem that can help solve for that helps some normal nominal problem around. Like in condensed matter physics, energy problem is there. This quantum computing, computational problems are there. That to how to solve this problem, you research on a particular material on how to improve its structure, how to improve the transport of electrons. And to avail this problem, they do is that they give you a research paper that has been doing some similar thing. You replicate it or you try to build upon it. This is the thing that you do research work. This is how you do research work. Build upon stuff. You read about them while you are reading the research paper or building upon stuff. So this is the way. This is the work experience. On overall, I feel really amazing to do research because I always feel that I am making some difference. I'm making a difference. I'm trying to find out new things. I'm trying to increase the understanding of human beings. So that's why I feel. That's why I find research really interesting. And as for closing remarks, I would say that don't be disappointed that you didn't get an intern. If suppose you didn't get an intern, don't be disappointed. Do a project in the summers. You improve your understanding. That's important. You have to improve your understanding, and it's not necessarily foreign university. Or try and go find an Indian guy at IISc, IIT Bombay, HRI, TIFR, ICTS. There are various great Indian professors, and I again and again go look for the professors. Professors are important rather than the university. And if you don't get an intern, don't be dismal. I would suggest in the closing remarks. So that's it. Then I have always obviously crossed the time limit. So good night. Have a good day or good night. Thank you.